Hello, and welcome to That Hour. That Hour is dedicated to providing you with narrative content that you can enjoy anytime, anywhere. From real-life stories involving drama, to fictional horror or true crime. Today we're taking a look at a couple of posts on Reddit. Our first post is titled, "My wife is expecting our second child and I am devastated." This situation involves a 27-year-old male, original poster, and a 24-year-old female, and goes as follows.
My wife has always wanted children. When we were dating, I thought I did too, because in the culture we grew up in, it was somewhat expected that you married at a young age and began having children. However, after our first child became 1.5 years old and so forth, I had definitely changed my mind. I feel like a bachelor trapped in a father's body, and I fight against emotions of strong regret and occasional depression for giving in to societal expectations. When my wife began pressuring me to try for a second child, I tried to be more vocal about my desire to not have one. Every time I seriously pushed back against the idea and revealed my honest opinions, my wife would get very upset, insisting that I was either selfish or over-fearful of our future. I basically had to lie in order to calm her down in each of these interactions. We moved to a new country just last month. A week before our move, my wife woke me up, practically hysterical and sobbing. I thought something might be wrong with our child, but no, she was showing me a positive pregnancy test. My wife was overjoyed. My first reaction internally was, now I can never escape my fate, as a forever not quite rich enough, low-middle-class father. I was filled with devastation and remorse. Now we're in another country and all the logistics of our stay here have to be rearranged to accommodate pregnancy and childbirth. I already feel like I struggle to be a good father for one child, and the thought of having yet another person who is literally needing us in order to stay alive is really getting to me. My wife has none of these concerns and is overjoyed to be expecting our second child. I am not ready for this.
This is what the top commenter had to say.
My dad kept having children after he didn't want any more and already regretted being a father. He left us when I was 19 and uprooted our whole lives when he revealed he hated having a family and wished he'd never had us. Stop having kids. And if you don't want to be a father, either get therapy to support your kids and the consequences of your choices, or move on and let them heal and find someone who will love them for the family they are. Don't lie. Don't hide your feelings. Don't resent your children for the life you chose to give them.
The commenter makes some excellent points here. Perhaps an additional lesson to learn here is that you do not need to mimic any societal or cultural norms in order to live a quality life. Getting married and starting a family will not bring everyone purpose. But how does one find purpose? One must make their own purpose in life by finding out what makes them happy on an individual level, and then pursuing it. Purpose can change over time as well. It also seems like Op and their wife did not have a healthy relationship to begin with. Op should have laid down their boundaries firmly when their wife expressed wanting another child. Now Op has to take into account how his actions will affect his two children. Always observe and analyze, before making any life-affecting decisions. Think twice before you say or act, and always be aware of how your actions will affect those around you. Op's wife was not being aware of how her actions are affecting Op on an emotional level, and Op needs to communicate this to her. Communication and transparency are key here. Op additionally needs to take responsibility for his actions and leave this bachelor mentality behind. Having children does not mean that Op is doomed to be a quote-unquote forever not quite rich enough, low-middle-class father. Op needs to stop feeling sorry for himself and work hard to make sure that he does not end up in a self-fulfilled prophecy. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Our next story involves another married couple, and is titled "Husband Wants to Install Cameras Around the House After a Friend Told Him I'm Cheating on Him. My refusal makes him believe that friend." It goes as follows.
We have had problems for the past few months and got separated for a period, but we're back together now and thought we had things under control again. He woke me up at 5 a.m. the other day asking me if I'm sleeping with a certain acquaintance of ours. This acquaintance is a friend of my sister's, and she tried to fix me with him during the time my husband and I were separated. I was never interested. I love my husband, and even if we were to get a divorce, it will take me a long time to get over him and start dating again. My husband was in a sour state that morning. After many long talks, he said he believed and trusted me. But today he asked me about installing cameras around the place. If nothing else, for my own peace of mind, was his argument. I refused. Am I in the wrong here? I refuse to have cameras watching me and my daily activities, but he's literally falling apart because of his suspicions. He thinks my refusal means I'm guilty, but I believe surveilling me is both humiliating and not going to solve the problem because the problem is in his head. He needs to trust me or move on, but he thinks I'm ruining our marriage when it could be fixed with a simple solution. We love each other, and we have 3 young children.
Top commenters on this post replied as follows.
It won't help anyway. Once he sees the cameras all showing you not cheating on him, he'll start thinking about all the ways that you could still be cheating on him anyway.
I had a coworker who would share with me that her husband thinks she's cheating on him. He placed trackers under her car, under the cushioned seat of her bicycle, spy cameras almost everywhere in the house, and even got someone to hack her email accounts for him to access her emails and social media. The guy was retired from the military. She would even tell me that the guy would sometimes visit her co-workers and ask them about what she was doing during the day. So crazy.
Holy guacamole. The lengths that some people will go to is pretty damn insane. It's clear that the op's husband has some kind of insecurity that he is projecting onto his wife. Transparency, communication, and trust are the key elements in any romantic relationship, and it doesn't seem that there is much trust going on between op and their husband. A marriage counselor or some kind of couples therapist may be able to serve as an intermediary here, before the relationship starts to fall further into disarray. As for placing cameras and trackers, on and around your partner, Jesus Christmas man, what is this? Some Breaking Bad shit? It's a huge violation of privacy, and takes the word controlling to a whole other level. No one deserves to have their partner acting as a damn prison warden in their relationship. A relationship simply cannot function with such little trust. If you ever find yourself in this situation, make sure to establish your boundaries. If your partner can't respect your boundaries, then get the hell out of there. What do you all think? Well then, that does it for that hour for now. Thank you for joining. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and hope to see you again. If you did indeed enjoy this content, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. We hope to bring you much entertainment in the form of narrative content and commentary, and have many ideas and stories to come. If you have any ideas on the type of content that you think you'd like to see narrated and commented on here, please go ahead and give us your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until next time, take care fellow beings.